shit my pants. Eric Pedigo, and it's all your fault. Welcome to Derailed. I'm your one and only poopy-butted host, Bradley Bodine. It's because Eric Pedigo pulled my finger and I shit myself.
With Nick Pedigo, I'm Nick
Pedigo.
Derailed with Brad Bodine and only Brad Bodine, joined by Eric Pedigo,
Brad
the finger
Bodine.
puller, and Nicholas Robert Pedigo, also with shitty pants because his finger was pulled as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Really excited to have you guys on the show today. We're going to be talking about just wrestling the whole time.
I don't think we have any wrestling this time.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It'll relate back to it one way or another.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm sure I'll find a way. What's up, guys?
Welcome
back.
Oh, hey, guys.
Missed you boys last weekend.
Good to have you.
We did a week off. So this is now season 3 or 4.
Season 3, episode 1.
Yep, season 3, episode 1. Anytime we miss a week, it's a whole new season.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the joke.
If it makes you feel, oh boy.
Oh, Jesus.
God dang it. You know what I mean?
Can't
Right off
believe
the
how
bat.
stupid
Well,
that was.
I'm rusty.
I'm disappointed.
If it makes
and
you,
mad.
the listeners, feel any better, dude. Oh no, let's start over. We did hang out
What?
last Sunday, and we watched the Super Bowl together, and it was a great time.
It was a lot of fun. That doesn't make the listeners feel any better.
Oh,
It does not, but, I mean, whatever.
Right.
How about that?
don't speak for them.
Yeah.
Sound off in the comments if it makes you feel any better that we hung out and watched the Super Bowl together.
Well, we did hang out and watch the Super Bowl, and we watched it right here in my basement.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of food.
Yeah.
So much. It was fucking awesome.
Horrible game.
I did a lot of observing from the camera's perspective here. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're one of our live listeners, if you're watching us in viewership, you're seeing what I saw that day.
Yeah, and me and Eric were just sitting here at the bar, just looking
Looking.
Yes.
back.
So weird. I missed the entire game, but I looked at my friend Brad.
It was, man, the Super Bowl, like, for me, the Super Bowl is like another holiday,
Yeah.
right? So I'm good with taking that week off because the Super Bowl is a celebration for me.
Sure.
I love it. I'm a huge football fan. You guys, not so much, but you guys are big celebration fans,
I'm a pretty big Super Bowl fan.
right?
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like I'm that whole weekend, I'm focused on the Super Bowl event.
Right.
Sure.
And
Right.
getting food and having it all set up.
Oh my God, it was decorated so awesome down here.
Yeah.
My wife.
You know, my wife.
Do you have that button?
I don't. It's the only one I can find is this.
Very nice.
So that's
She
what I
is
hit
very nice.
when someone says my wife. I hit that, and I
Right.
just feel like people will kind of put it
Put it-
together.
yeah.
Sure.
internally. Anyway, shout outs
Make
Amanda.
that connection.
Great job, dude. There were paper mache goalposts, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they
not
were
mache.
streamer.
Yeah.
Paper mache. I mean, she would do paper mache if
Isn't
she was asked.
that what streamers are?
No.
I'm totally
dude.
joking.
No, you're not.
I'm
you just
joking.
learned that just now.
That's a joke.
It's okay.
Fucking asshole
It's
didn't
okay,
know
buddy.
what paper mache is. But you know what, Nick? I agree with you. And you're my best friend, buddy. I think you're a solid dude.
Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was just kidding.
Like some big inflatable football themed balloons
was awesome.
up on the wall.
There were little tiny, like hacky sack almost stuffed footballs, and I was enjoying tossing them around just a little bit. I didn't go overboard with it.
You guys want to know what I put my beer cans on top of that night?
Breasts.
Little
T-wordies.
T-wordies.
little coasters that looked like footballs, dog.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
They're little footballs.
You guys didn't go kinda in. You went all out.
Well, I mean, you've met my wife.
Nice.
She goes hard, dude.
She does.
And it can't be. Yeah, and I love it. It's one of my favorite things. Is anytime we have people over and it's any sort of a theme,
Yeah.
then the basement transforms into whatever that theme is.
It's awesome. Let me say 2 really nice things.
Okay. One.
This basement is one of my favorite places in the world.
Aw.
2.
Okay.
A big part of that is because of how hard your wife works on decorating. There, I said it. There, I said it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Same and same.
Now we can go back to talking about farts or whatever.
Huh. Well, I mean, there was a lot of food at the Super Bowl, so I imagine
dude.
the following Monday was very fart filled.
So much farts.
Oh, yeah.
My poor truck.
But that a few things, right? Because it was a week ago, but we can talk about it a little bit because there was some stuff in our group chat about this. The commercials, we didn't. When there's a bunch of people, you can't really hear the commercials.
Right.
Yep.
So I don't know what was good about the commercials and what wasn't.
I recall Eugene Levy's eyebrows, and that was pretty neat. But yeah, just like you're saying, dude, anything I've gotten from the commercials has been in recap as well. Not to.
I usually go back and watch them, but I didn't this year. I usually go to like YouTube, and like play these Super Bowl commercials, and I just didn't this year. But there was one, and it was very, very boob focused. And turned out it was a like a breast cancer awareness commercial.
Oh my god,
was awesome! Good aware
the
that.
awareness. But okay, I got you.
But like the commercial itself, leading up to it, I was like, "What is happening? This is very." And our mom was here.
Oh, shout out!
God bless her, love her. But a word that she hates is titties. And that's one of my favorite words.
It's so fun to say.
It's just a good sing-songy.
Titty.
Yeah, but I know she hates it. And so out of respect for Mom, I was like, this commercial's got a lot of T-wordies in it.
T-wordies,
yeah.
dude.
And that's one of my new favorite things because her first reaction was, oh, thank you, sweetie, for not saying that word. And then when it landed a second later, she goes, did you say T-wordies? That's how you know what I'm talking about. Because if you say T-word, it's like, what's that? But you put that D's at the end, T-wordies?
You know, in a way, it's worse because you made her say it in her mind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's a wonderful attack.
So that might be one of my new. I might throw titties out the window, and now it might just be T-wordies.
T-wordies
for me.
I got you, dude. T-wordies rock, bro.
No,
straight
save
up.
them. Save the T-wordies.
Yeah,
I'm aware of.
Yeah,
yeah.
Put them in the bank.
Huh?
What? Save them. Compound interest.
Right. I'm trying to throw a couple T-wordies in, and maybe have 2 3/4 T-wordies in 10 years. And that would be very nice.
You're talking about T-wordy equity, dog.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'm excited because this is going to be a very sports-centric show for a while. And because we got Super Bowl stuff still to talk about.
Yeah.
And the dunk contest NBA was last night.
Oh, I watched it super late.
Yeah, but
awesome.
We'll get there. For one, Kendrick Lamar stirred some things up.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
And so predictably when you go to Facebook afterwards.
Oh my God.
A very specific demographic.
Yeah.
Seemed to have some problems.
All seemingly with the exact same profile picture where they are in their car and they have sunglasses on.
Yeah.
And they're like, guess what? I didn't like that.
Or a profile with a certain guy with a bloody ear.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Or some sort of AI representation of all of those things.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I would. The dichotomy there was very interesting to me as well. We watched the show here. I thought it was amazing. I was pretty buzzed up and dancing. I love it. I like Kendrick Lamar a lot. It was a great show, right? With a lot in it that could be talked about, but I'm not going to get into.
We don't need to.
No,
that's been.
There's women on the internet that are telling everybody what it's all about, and I'm like, great job, thank you for the analysis. Now I feel like I understand that better.
Yeah, a lot of symbolism going on there that was all dissected later, but
with Serena coming out and doing crip walks and stuff, there's like depth in that performance. I thought that was really cool. And then the other side of all that was like, now I don't have an Uncle Dave, but if I did, Uncle Dave was like, worst show I've ever seen. Couldn't understand a word of it. And it's like, it wasn't like hard to understand.
Yeah.
You just outright refuse to is the thing.
Yeah.
You make an effort to refuse to understand it.
Yeah.
So
it's okay if it's not your thing. Like that's one thing to be like, this isn't for me. But understand that it isn't for you.
Right.
The Super Bowl itself and the entertainment and the spectacle around it.
This is for everybody, baby.
Is not for football fans.
Nah.
It's because so many people watch this event every year. It's the most watched thing on TV every single year. And the majority of people watching aren't like me. They're not the diehard football fans that watch every week.
They're not like us.
They're not like us.
Wow. And it all comes full circle.
Bring it around.
Yeah.
You have a button.
Break!
But it's like, understand that that's for the people just watching because it's an event, so it's a pop culture thing.
Yep.
And so they're not just going to dig up Tom Petty every year.
Right. Not just going to pull him out by his feet and hang him up there.
Right.
Gotta let that guy rest at some point.
It's okay.
His flesh is flaking off of his corpus now. We have
Jesus
to leave him there
Christ,
at
bro.
peace.
That went maybe just a step too far.
All I'm saying is it's disrespectful
It is
to dig up
disrespectful.
Tom Petty every year.
Right.
And hang him upside down by his leg.
I think it is a strange tradition.
Mm-hmm.
And people, and it's like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. And it's okay. But if you listen to rap and you like rap, you know that there's a lot of rap out there right now that is garbage.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And Kendrick is not one of those.
No.
He's really good at it.
Rap music? You mean crap music?
There it is. Can't spell crap without rap. Ha!
Fuck that.
Ooh, got him.
Yeah.
God damn, Eric. That's a deep burn.
Yeah. Bars.
It sucks for those people to be so closed off to things that they then would not allow themselves to experience the amount of art that actually was.
Sure.
In so many facets. It's not just a musical art, it's a dance art, it's performance art. There's everything that goes into the stage setup. And I could go on for, years and years about the level of detail that goes into it. But to coordinate that many people and to pull it off as well as they did.
Right.
And then let alone that it was cool as it was, it was just a really cool thing. High quality all the way around. And it's a shame that.
And if you don't like it, then maybe
change the channel.
Take that opportunity. It's 13 minutes.
Right.
Maybe, go
outside.
Yeah, go smoke you a Winston full flavor, whatever you do. Go to the bathroom and clear out room for the second half and fill your plate back up. I mean, you don't need to immediately jump online and talk about how horrible it was. Like, it's fine.
The thing is, you said you don't need to. People like that do need to.
They're compelled to.
Yeah.
And it's because, sorry to interrupt, Nick, it's because they got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Right? Got nothing better to do, folks?
Sad.
It's their identity.
The nothing
We're gonna
better
pray
to
for
do
you guys.
segment for this week is...
I'm going to pray for your fucking demise.
Well, there's been a lot of halftime shows that I didn't care for.
Right.
Because they're not my kind of music.
Sure.
Never... You go ahead.
No, it's not my form of entertainment. 0 times have... Okay, wait. That's a lie. One time in my 20s, I said something about... I don't know why they're rolling Madonna and her chicken skin arms out here. But it was funny. See? It wasn't just like, this is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Downfall of America.
Yeah, I took a shot at the elderly.
Straight up horrible thing to say about a person, but very funny regardless.
I mean, if you're going to go online and hate, make it entertaining at least.
Yeah.
Don't just do the predictable worst piece of trash I've ever seen.
Right.
Couldn't understand a word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there
Chicken arms.
That's pretty
Skin arms
funny.
is where you need to go.
There was never a part of me that felt like going online and being like, Psh, Black Eyed Peas ruined everything. You know what I mean? That's not what we're going for.
Didn't they have U2 one year?
Yes.
I think I complained about that vocally, but that was also around the same time that they fucking forced their new album into my phone.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
Did you have an iPhone?
Yeah, I did at the time. So it was open season.
Yeah, they got it from everybody then. You don't get to do
Yeah.
that. It was, what happened was, way back in the day, it was like college marching bands. The halftime show was nothing.
Right.
And then at one point, In Living Color put on a halftime show on Fox that stole all the viewers.
Yeah.
So then they decided they needed to up the level a little bit, and they started getting like big acts and putting on more highly produced shows. And then Janet Jackson's T-Wordies came out.
Yeah, I remember seeing that live.
It was just the one. It was just the one T-Wordy.
And both me and my dad saw it and then looked at each other and was like, did that really just happen?
Yeah.
And then all the talk at the party was that planned or not?
I think it was.
And yeah, absolutely.
She had a pasty on, for God's sake.
Yeah, you don't have... Either way, we're not going to do it. Whether it was piercing or pasty or whatever, some sort of nipple decor she certainly had, which proves that, that was intended to be shown.
It should have been whatever team she was rooting for. It could have been
the little decoration.
A little Patriots emblem.
I just, what was not funny, the thing that happened there was Justin Timberlake said, I'm going to have you naked by the end of this song, and then unveiled her breast.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then whipped out a T-Wordy.
And then America was like,
gas.
Janet Jackson's a whore.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, what the fuck? It was so weird.
And
dude.
she got like blackballed after that. And had, disappeared.
Yeah. That says something about how we react wrongly to things, in the sense that Justin Timberlake took that woman's breast out of her clothing, and then we shamed her for it.
Also, everybody still loves her big brother. I don't know. It's weird.
We've got some things to work out. We've got some things to sort through in America, but
he never showed us his nipple. So.
Fair enough.
But right after that, things changed. All of a sudden, it was... Let's see. They went from. Let me scroll down. T-Wordies.
Get through it, buddy.
It was. I'm trying to remember the.
It's weird that there's 3 of them in that photo. Usually they come in pairs.
Janet Jackson. Okay. Oh God. Okay. So that was 2004.
Wow.
And it was Janet Jackson, Nelly, Justin Timberlake, Jessica Simpson, Kid Rock, and Diddy.
It's crazy that out of all of those, it's crazy out of all.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
you should.
Out of all those people, out of all those people, Justin Timberlake was the one doing the assaulting, which is crazy.
Right. And so then immediately following that, they're like, oh, good, pop culture. This is great. We'll do the biggest pop artist right now. And then after one little T-Wordy comes out, then we get Paul McCartney, the Rolling Stones. And then, surprise, Prince.
Right.
There was, today, if DraftKings would have been a thing then, there probably would have been an over-under, do we see a dong? Go ahead. Yep.
Do we see a dong? That's pretty funny, though.
Prince dong, dude.
But then it was Tom Petty. Then it was Bruce Springsteen.
Ooh, boy.
Then The Who. Right? So they punished us for that.
For quite a while.
Yeah. We're not doing...
And we weren't even the ones that did it.
No. It was JTZ.
Yeah.
JTZ got the T-Wordy out.
He did.
Jeez,
it was weird. And then after that, they were like, we can't have that anymore.
Right.
No more
bosoms allowed.
That was 2004?
2004.
God damn, that was the year that all my friends graduated high school.
And then at one point, congratulations to your friends.
Thanks.
At one point, they teamed up with Jay-Z to start booking the halftime shows.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't 2011. That was the Black Eyed Peas. And then Chicken Skin Arm Madonna in 2012. And then 2013, Beyonce.
Yep.
Oh.
Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, Coldplay.
I don't want to see any of their breasts.
Gaga. And then a surprise return, Justin Timberlake in 2018. Maroon 5 in 2019. Joined by Travis Scott, Big Boy, and the Georgia State University Marching Band.
That part's cool.
Yeah.
That probably was cool. I don't remember shit about it, but
nope, me neither. Shakira, Jennifer Lopez next year. Then
Shakira?
Yep.
Shakira. Yeah.
Oh. There it is. Say breasts are small.
She said something about her breasts being small.
Is that real?
I don't know about that.
She does.
Huh.
Look it up.
I know she talks about her hips being fairly honest, but
these hips don't lie and my boobs are small.
You guys know so much more about Shakira than I do. I've got no Shakira knowledge.
She had to
relax, baby. This is potential.
She had to pay Wyclef Jean for a cameo in that song.
Oh,
and he goes, Shakira, Shakira.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yep, and he got $4 million.
All right. Well, that was the halftime show stuff. Was it's always interesting to see the reaction because nobody ever seems to like them.
No. There's never been like a universally beloved halftime show. Maybe Prince. I don't know.
Maybe Paul McCartney. I don't know.
Nah, I didn't like that.
No.
But Bradley, following the Super Bowl, you brought up an interesting talking point.
Yeah.
Hey, is that a work?
I wonder, right? And would you like me to continue?
Yeah,
That's
right.
my intro.
Yeah, I don't want to give your perspective. You do it.
Should we explain what a work is for?
Oh, is a work? Yeah, Nick, go ahead. You'll do it better than I will.
All right.
Is that fake?
Yeah, that's what that means.
Yep.
Perfect. So,
good job.
That's what I wonder is with the amount of money that floats around in that sort of endeavor. All right, we're talking, probably billions of dollars at this point for a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Just in terms of the amount of money that's moving around in one way or another.
Definitely.
And how when you're trying to do something entertaining and that entertaining equals revenue for you, so on and so forth, you probably want to have, a certain amount of control in what's going on. And it's the same as in, professional wrestling, there's control. You're controlling the story so much because you're telling a story. That's the whole point. How much of that has seeped into big events like the Super Bowl or the NFL in general to where they're trying to curate stories for entertainment to draw in viewership? Now, obviously, we have like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. That's not necessarily involved in the game itself, but
that's probably my favorite will they or won't they in pop culture. Right.
But bring these people in, shine some light on them. That'll bring money in, right?
Yeah.
Will they or won't they is the question.
I hope they do.
Did they after the Super Bowl?
I want to see.
Probably not.
Oh. I want to see.
Wait, what?
But
I'd like to be in that room. just a fly on the wall.
I want to check it out. Go on, Brad. Sorry, bud.
Fly would have a huge boner.
That can't be true.
It's have you ever seen a gnat's dick, brother?
No.
All right, then don't just assume.
I'll Google it.
Please, right now, actually. But I've always wondered with the amount of money that's going around, with the way like referees have been calling Chiefs games, or at least the way that's portrayed on the internet.
Yeah.
And things like that. There's a little bit of commotion going on or something like that. How much is planned? How corrupt is it? Is it all through the NFL where people are like, yes, let's make money. This is an entertainment thing. Or is it more up on an individual basis where somebody from this team's paying these people to do stuff, so on and so forth?
Can I give you my?
I would absolutely love to hear.
And then I'll give you
what
mine.
you think it is.
Okay. Do you want to give your?
Can I give me first?
Give you.
Here's mine.
Nick.
I think that as a league, when they think about their presentation, that it's very easy to focus on actual, like, for lack of better terms, storylines that are happening within the league, right?
Yep.
This guy's fucking whatever, caught a touchdown in the last 9 games straight. Let's see if he can do it again.
Did you say every the last?
Every the last.
Better hit a button.
I'm Batman.
That was
what? No, I'm good at this, dude. Don't worry. I think that to actually
every the last.
To shut up, dude. Shut up. Both of you.
Didn't you
Brad, don't say
assault me,
shit.
Eric Pentago?
Oh yeah, no, that's fucked up, right? Don't touch. Hold on, hit me harder. So I think that it would be. I think it's impossible to script a league. I think it's impossible to script sports. You would have to be, especially the NFL. You have to have like thousands of people all on the same page and sworn to secrecy since the fucking 1920s. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Pro wrestling has always been a work. Disgruntled pro wrestlers started coming out in like the 70s. Like, yeah, this shit's fake. You don't see, and there's several disgruntled NFL players.
Oh yeah, with just lawsuits.
They're not coming out like, and also all that shit was a work. You know, I don't think The closest thing to scripted sports is the Harlem Globetrotters, and it is so obviously fucking worked when you see the product. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's no way to script actual sports. That's my take.
Yes, right? You're like, it's somewhere kind of, I'm not even in the middle, but there are elements of, I mean, there's been proven point shaving that's happened.
Right.
Where
What do you mean?
with gambling and things like that, like let's say a team is favored by 5 points to win, or a guy, an individual stat line, there's an over-under of 19 points for him or something like that. These cases have shown up and been proven and people found guilty where a bookie has got to them and paid them off and said, hey,
Right.
your over-under is 19. You need to stop at 18.
Right.
Right? Or, hey, you're only supposed to beat this team by 5 tonight, so don't beat them by 10. Make sure it stays that close. And a key player, will take that money and make sure that happens the right way.
Right.
Also, there have been referees, in the NBA specifically,
Yeah.
Tim Donaghy was found guilty.
Did you watch his thing? I think it's on Netflix. It's really fucking
I
good.
think I watched some of it. But yeah, I mean, this guy was a referee that was making calls, but all of it ties back into like gambling, and none of it is coming from the top.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And what they do as leagues, I mean, it's brilliant. They manufacture storylines that get people tuned in, and then they hope that once they take the field, those play out. If it were scripted, that would not have been such a thorough ass beating last
Yeah,
Sunday.
Sure.
exactly. The Super Bowl itself would never be a thorough
Right.
ass.
Maybe
It
a
would
much-
always be an epic,
Right.
encounter.
Like a tighter game would have garnered more viewership, so
Because
to speak.
a lot of people tuned out for the second half altogether.
Yeah, because they're like, well,
It was a blowout, and that's not what the NFL wants for a game of that caliber. And then as far as like the calls that the Chiefs were getting all season, which it was frustrating watching these games, and it seemed like every game there was a big game-changing call that went in their favor that maybe shouldn't have. And that's not necessarily coming from the top either. It's a weird thing, but these referees are human.
Yeah.
And it happened all the time when Jordan was playing in the NBA. He got calls because refs gave him calls because they wanted to be cool with him.
Right.
I got you.
Right.
I don't know the name of the ref, but there's a very famous clip.
Oh, the clip, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he's like, Michael, I didn't see it, and he gets real close to him.
Yeah.
He goes, but I believe you.
But I believe you. And he
Yeah.
blew the whistle and called the foul.
Yeah, he called the foul way after the fact.
Jordan thought he got fouled. No whistle happened. He went over to the ref, was like, hey, he hit me right there. And he's like, he did? And he's like, well, Michael, I didn't see it, but I believe you.
But I believe
Foul,
you.
right.
He says it so sweet,
he's
too.
mic'd up, yeah.
He's like leaning in on him, but I believe you.
Right.
He goes, you think you might join me and the wife at Bennigan's after this? Or?
And in the NFL right now, Patrick Mahomes is the closest thing to like a Michael Jordan. He is their number one guy.
He's the face of the league for sure.
They look out for the faces of the league. If anybody breathes on them wrong, they throw a flag.
Mm-hmm.
They just but it's not new. This has been happening
Right.
for 40 years
Millennia.
at least that I've seen in sports.
It sounds a little more like just the human element in
There you
general
go.
being involved in sports, as opposed to like a marketing team in a boardroom is like, well, then we do this
Correct.
and then we do this. My vision was a lot more. My vision of it. Can you give me a dong, please? Thank you.
Easy, Prince.
Give me a dong, please.
So it was much more like WWE, where it's painted in broader strokes, where, hey guys, can you hit this point and hit that point? And everything in between is up to whoever's out there doing stuff.
Okay, so
Sure.
there's bullet points, and then they're improvising in between the bullet
Right.
points.
It's just like, hey, if we can give Mahomes a moment, that would be awesome. And then the camera pans to T Swift, and that's awesome. And then the game happens. You know?
There are too many players. The teams are made up of 50 some players apiece,
Right.
and if a guy goes down, another guy comes in, and so there's too many people, too many players, and those guys are just playing. I mean,
Right.
athletes are just being athletes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
It'd be very difficult to orchestrate.
it's like a lot of times people accuse teams of throwing games in order to get a better draft pick the next year.
That's real.
Right.
Yeah.
That's real.
It
Isn't
it is in a sense where the coaches or the GMs or something will put the they'll bench their superstars and put in the bench players. But here's the thing, those bench players are still professional athletes.
Right.
That are still working to get a paycheck. And if they play well, their next check's going to be bigger. They don't care what draft pick their team gets.
Yeah. Sure.
So they're still going to go out there and compete. Right. So anyhow, sports. We did a lot of sports, and that was fun.
Hella sports, yeah.
Did you guys watch the dunk contest?
I did.
No.
Brad? No?
I don't even know what that is.
Well, think about it, and then you
I've
do.
never heard those words put together in my life. Real quick, before we get to that.
Oh, okay.
I want to apologize as the trivia game master
I had
for
that
last
next.
week.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to do it right now, Eric Pettigrew. And then I apologize for also doing this now. There was... At the beginning of the game, I denied Nick a bonus point.
That was pretty fucked up, honestly.
Because, no, that part wasn't fucked up. Because he didn't let me get through the question. However, later in the game, Eric Pettigrew did the same thing.
Really?
He did not let the bonus question get out, but then answered it anyways, and I gave him the point. I would like to apologize.
To me?
Yes,
okay.
Specifically. And anybody listening, I want it to be a fair game. I want you to know,
accepted.
Nick, that you won by a higher margin than we originally thought.
I won by an entire point, not a half a point.
Exactly.
Here's my question about that.
Hold on.
All right, yeah.
My finishing statement with that is, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I am here to bring integrity to our games, and I will try my best to do so moving forward. Thank you.
So I remember specifically, and I knew in the moment what was happening.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even catch it.
Yeah, I knew exactly. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but here, Eric. And then I answered it and got that extra point, and I was not supposed to, and I knew that because you got cut off from it earlier, but I was like, yes, got it through.
Ultimately, it's because you're...
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
It's because
infinitely more likable than I am. And I get that.
He was Michael Jordan, and I was I believe you.
But I believe you. I will say that I think that if not only do I know the answer to the question, but I also know what the bonus question is clearly about to be, and I also know that answer, that I should have gotten that half a point at the beginning, but it's all good.
Sure.
I've been talking to my attorney.
Here's my take on trivia, and maybe whoever conducts it has their own rules, but I've always liked a trivia where you go back and forth with the questions, and if one can't answer, the other can steal.
Ooh, yeah, I like that too.
You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of...
Oh, like I'd be asking you a question specifically, not a question out and then whoever can answer.
And if I can't answer...
Then I can answer, and then the next question is for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I like that. To me, that's a more fun trivia.
Anyway, that's how we're going to do it from now on.
I still think we should buzz in with our names, even though it's our own question.
Right.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. And this one's for Nick. Blah, blah, blah. All right, anyway, you get it?
Yeah. No, keep walking us to the finish.
Okay, what is the capital of Albuquerque? Nick. Albuquerque.
The capital of Albuquerque. That's not a state.
What the fuck?
Jesus,
the fuck was
bro.
even that?
What? Oh my God.
I meant...
Okay.
All right, and we're back.
Yep.
The dunk contest
Yeah,
happened.
NBA All-Star Saturday night. A lot of fun.
Yep.
It always is. It's like a big party, but nowadays it's 4 dudes you've never heard of in the dunk contest.
And then luckily Mac McClung is there.
The kid from the G League. Who,
Right. That has single-handedly saved the dunk contest for the last 3 years straight now.
he jumped over a car last night, Brad.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Like
his
fucking
name,
Spider-Man.
His
Yeah.
name sounds very phallic.
Mac McClung.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mac McHung. Yeah,
Well,
Mac
he
McLong.
would have got it tangled up on that sunroof.
Oh, yeah, got it pinched in there as he's flying over. Ouchies.
yeah.
But man, when I was younger, like all of the big stars did the dunk contest.
Yep.
And it was so
Scottie
cool.
Pippen.
Yeah, Pip did a few. They were cool.
Was in there.
MJ did a bunch.
Yeah.
They were awesome. Like it was, you tuned in every year because it was like big name guys out doing it. But now the guys in the NBA, and I love the NBA, but it's like they're too good for it. They don't want to do it.
Right.
And so
I can see being like, we're doing really good this season. There's a chance I get injured doing this.
Right.
You know, I'm an integral part of my team. You know, but really, I think it's just like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to look foolish. I don't want to lose.
it's Amanda and I were talking about this last night as we watched And she brought up the same thing. And that's valid. Like, there have been guys in the home run derby in baseball that have hurt themselves in the home run derby. But no one has ever injured themselves in the dunk contest.
No.
And it's been happening since the 70s.
Wow. That's 50-something
years. Right. This is a time I feel like these guys who are multimillionaires, this is when you give something back to the fans for making you those multimillionaires.
Sure. And to the league itself.
Right. So, anyhow, but I still had fun and I still watch it every year and I'm never going to stop watching it.
Right. Yeah. But with that being said, more often than not, I'm sitting there watching it going, I don't know who the fuck this is. Right. And then I'm like, that sucked.
Yeah.
That sucked.
There were 2 dudes last night who just did 0 dunks and were just...
Fart?
Yeah, they just farted.
They just went...
Who's the guy that...
They just went out there and farted.
The guy that came in second.
Can I see that mic?
What's his name, real quick?
I don't remember. He's a rookie.
Plays for the Spurs.
Camacho.
He had a couple nice ones.
Yeah, that dude did good.
He would have won if Mac McClung wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's his name? Leviticus Camacho?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a boxer, I think.
But yeah, how about at the skills challenge? It was Chris
Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul and Wemby. Just tried to cheat and not shoot any shots and just tried.
That was so funny,
dude.
Stefan Castle.
There
is that guy's
it
name.
is. Yeah, he did great. I thought.
Yeah, he had some really nice dunks.
I feel like he will get probably 0 accolades, but he probably deserves a few.
Yeah.
Are the dunks evolving as the years go by?
Yeah,
like, is there?
Yeah, if you take those dunks from like the 80s and 90s, and I talk about the guys who did them, the big stars, if you put them up against some of the dunks the guys are doing today,
oh, dude,
it's like so basic.
Right.
Just they would get like a 35 back when they were getting 50s.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But it was still cool to see back then.
I guess that's kind of a question that pops into my mind is that world caught up with the level of kind of skill that Michael Jordan had back in the day, in the sense to where people are amazed that he can leap from this point back on the court so far and make it all the way to the basket. And it's like, golly is what they say. They say, gosh, darn it, that's a long distance.
Sports and athleticism in general
evolve.
But they have evolved so much since even like the late 90s.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you could think about it this way, even back during the first Greek Olympics, like people weren't dunking then.
No.
You know what I mean? Dunking hadn't evolved
it was
into
all layups.
So many layups.
Yeah.
But it's like we don't really need to see. It's still just so much fun to watch guys jump really high and dunk really good.
Really hard, too.
I am fully behind the idea of here's an event where people are just doing the cool thing.
Right.
And it's cooler when the guy's a little bit shorter. If it's a 7-footer, it never looks as good. But there's a guy named Ja Morant in the league right now who can fly. And he's like, nah, I'm never doing it. But if he did it, it would be incredible. Like, he does some of the sickest in-game dunks ever. And that's why people like this Mac McClung. He's like 6 foot tall.
Yeah, just a little white dude.
Yeah.
Brad, your Uncle Dave's favorite player is Mac McClung.
That's what's up.
Guys, it's been so much sports.
We can understand his music. Sorry,
we can shift. He can understand his music. That's a great. I'm sorry I stepped on that, dude. That was funny.
Now there's a haircut you can set your watch to.
All right. Let's talk about Mario.
I hung out last night with Brethany, shout outs, and Miles, also shout outs, but he probably shouldn't be listening to the show.
Put the kids to bed.
We went out for Din for a late Valentine's Day date, and then we went back to her house and we all played some Mario. And I noticed that Mario has one of those like iconic voices, right?
Yeah.
And me and Brad have somewhat riffed on this on the Terrible Podcast before, because anybody with a super iconic voice, you think about like their catchphrases. And for instance, at some point, the Macho Man Randy Savage was like, "Speak to a representative." Yeah. Like they have to do normal stuff, but they still sound like that. So I started giving her bad news as Mario.
Oh.
Check it out. Mario takes the coward's way and he breaks up with his girlfriend on the phone. You ready?
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
Go ahead and answer the phone.
Hello?
Hey, it's me, Mario. Listen, we needed to talk. The last several months have been great. It's not you. It's me. Mario. And that's why I sent you the word Mario.
just so you could do that.
You could say it's not you. It's a me.
It's Mario.
Anyhow, it should have been. It's not a you.
Oh, did I fuck that up?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Anyways,
you
do
did
better
great.
next
We'll start
You did
over.
Great.
Here, I'll give myself a.
Hello?
So somebody else do one?
I can't. I mean, that's how do you do? Would you break up with somebody over the phone and say it's not a you, it's a me, Mario? Like that's the best one.
Yeah, you already came up with it. Yeah.
Somebody do something inferior.
Yeah,
Nah.
hey, someone do something not well
Right.
thought out, or as good as mine.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but we could not save him. You know, it's not that great.
Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario for sure.
Unfortunately, it looks like now it's turning into Dracula.
It's not great. Yeah.
We'll have to amputate. That's my Mario impression.
I like it. All right, let's do this.
It's time for Brad Traffic Report. Boy, I hope that gentleman in the intro's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, today on the Traffic Report, we have a little less of a calling people out situation and just a little more of observations of myself while driving.
Perhaps calling yourself out.
Ooh,
Maybe a little bit. And
it's a you.
It's about me. It's about quieting the traffic rage monster inside. And having
Is this for me?
no,
Okay.
it's just having the patience. It's for
but
me.
pay attention to it.
When I was thinking about all this, it was
Make some
I was
notes.
thinking of me.
All right.
Pardon.
Get it out.
But while I listen to it, I'm going to be thinking of you.
I was driving behind a person, and not necessarily a heavily trafficked zone or anything like that. But they were going. They were going the. I can't say heavily trafficked. Was that what it
It's
is?
just the way it came out. I didn't, and I'm going to go ahead and hit that again for you questioning me. Here we go.
I don't deserve that.
Yeah, don't cross me, though.
Well, you're not
Don't
gonna.
cross
You're
me.
not gonna do good in trivia ever.
I have all the buttons.
So what happened was I was going behind a lady going exactly the speed limit, and by all terms of the law, that's fine. It just gets irritating to me when the rest of traffic is going 38 instead of 35. Whatever, right? In my head, I'm like, oh, this bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, everything's okay. And then I noticed she had out-of-state plates.
Oh, yeah.
And then I noticed that it was an African-American woman driving. And a lot of thoughts went through my head, such as, if I was an out-of-state plates African-American woman driving through here as well, I would probably go the speed limit because what we see is people being treated unfairly, so on and so forth. I can recognize how she would have an abundance of caution
Yeah.
compared to myself on the road. And at that point, I had quieted my internal rage monster.
Oh, wow.
There's more than likely a reason for most things.
Yep. You talk
Oh.
to yourself. Yeah.
I was up for a second and I'm like, go faster, you bitch. You fucking bitch. and then after I was able to pass her, I was like, oh, you know what? All that math adds up and it makes sense, ma'am. I hope you enjoy a safe trip.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is what I thought to myself.
That's good.
A little patience
proud of you.
and a little examination of the scenario
Yeah.
and oneself can go a long way.
I can tell you that what has helped my inner rage monster while driving is having kids who drive, having young people who drive that are my children
Right.
out there driving that I'm hoping are being careful and cautious.
Right.
And so if I am behind somebody who's going slower than I prefer, I'm like, hey, you know what? Hope maybe this is someone's kid being careful and cautious.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'm not going to be the dickhead in the rear view mirror pointing to my brain.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Here's the thing. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't ride the asses I don't do that. I'm not that kind of guy. If you're going slow and slower than I want, me right up on you is not going to change anything. So even though I might feel frustration inside, like, well, I'm running late, I'm not going to like show any sort of road rage in that situation. Sure. I don't get mad about that kind of stuff. It's people that do like dumb stuff that make me mad. So,
when I first started driving, I was really scared of it.
Shout outs.
For instance, a big part of that is because I got into a crash like 3 days after I got my license.
Yeah, you did.
So that fucked me up.
Well, you don't do better.
Quite a while.
Until now.
I was terrified of the highway, and I would go. The speed limit everywhere on the highway back then was 65. They've raised it to fucking 70. I would go right at or under the speed limit on the highway just because I was like, I don't want to go any faster. Like, I'm fucking scared, and I'm trying to learn how to do this kind of still. So when I encounter slow people on the highway, I think about that. I'm like, I wonder if you have some kind of driving trauma that you're trying to get over right now. You know, odds are if I pass you and you're 90 years old, then I'm pissed off and I'm like, they should fucking have to take a driving test once a month. Like, I still get pissed about that.
That's fair.
But if you are a younger person that is driving slow, I'm giving you that benefit of the doubt. Like,
hit it.
Yes. Because there's a good chance that you're really fucking scared and you're just trying to learn how to do this. So, like, you are A-okay in my book. But yeah, if you're 90, you should probably
If you're
get helpers.
If you're 90 years old and you're going to turn into the Shell station here, in Chatham, and you come to a complete stop as you're just turning right into the Shell station, is that because they're scared?
No, they need to take a monthly driving test.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, do you guys ever think about one day we're going to be that 90-year-old? And
no, I'll be dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to make it that long.
Interesting that you guys, that's weird.
I refuse, as a matter of fact.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Imagine a 90-year-old in scary math, right? Born in 1935.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Started driving. Back then, it was like driver's license, smiver's license.
Yeah, back then you just had to stick the steering wheel into the horse's butthole to get it to turn.
If your family had a car, you were allowed to drive it. Yep. So you start driving in like, the 50s, and how different everything looked then. I mean, the interstate travel and intersections and turn lanes and all this, everything was so much different.
And
then now, how just overwhelming that's going to be. And it's like, okay, so when we started driving in the 90s and early 2000s, by the time we're 90 years old driving, how insane are the roads going to work? And will we be able to handle it? And also, will somebody be able to pry my keys out of my cold, dead fingers? Because I'm driving.
Right. Dude, imagine me at 90 years old, overweight, still alive somehow, but just taking a steep banked curve on a fucking motorcycle drone bike in the sky. Like,
heck yeah.
Dude, hell yeah. I can't wait for sky traffic. That's going to be fun.
It's safe. It's going to be safe.
Right.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of, get out of the way, asshole. There's only so much sky here, you prick.
I had a fender bender.
Died.
Fell 1,000 feet.
I fell from the sky. Yeah.
We'll just be wearing airbag suits at that point. The future is wild, everybody. Also probably very dark and scary.
It's going to be a terrifying few years, quite frankly.
I imagine millions of smokestacks. That's what I think the future is.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Have you guys seen the price of eggs lately?
Oh, no.
What else do you got?
All right. So I Googled Jeremy Renner. Because somebody said that he got arrested.
Oh, yeah. Jeremy Renner gets... You haven't seen the video of this dude?
Is it recent?
No, Jeremy Renner did not get arrested.
Okay.
But there is
I was like, what the hell, dude? I'm like, video, I think you got tricked. I don't think this is real.
There's a video that we all might have seen where a gentleman who, if you examine it, looks like Jenny Renner is... Jeremy Renner.
His sister?
Is getting...
Jen. Did you get arrested, Jen?
Jemmy. I call him Jemmy because we're friends.
Jemmy.
Anyways, Jeremy
Jim
Renner
Wren.
getting put in the cuffs.
I
And
call
he
him by
goes,
a name that's totally not this.
and he goes, and I quote, "Freeze! Rest his head on a pillow made of concrete."
And he goes, "That's my religion."
Hold on. Okay. And then he goes, "You ever seen Pearl Jam live?"
That's my religion.
I have
my religion.
I have seen that video. I do not recall him looking like Jeremy Renner.
It's Jeremy Renner, and he has fallen from grace, dude. Saw that video again for the millionth time the other night. Thought it was hilarious. Told my girlfriend about it, and then we went on Anna, shout outs. We went on a Pearl Jam tirade, ladies and gentlemen. Just showed her the yellow, because she's not like, she didn't go through the teenage experience we did where Pearl Jam's 10 was blasted through the radio every 5 minutes, right? So she isn't as familiar as we are. So I took a little musical road trip and showed her things like all that. Black. It's a great song.
Yeah, Black is a great song. Just Breathe, great song. Immortality, Indifference. I got a lot of really good songs.
Yeah,
Garden.
I like Pearl Jam.
Same.
I'll go as far as to say that.
I don't.
However,
We don't care. We
a
don't
lot
have
of
to
their
say about
albums have a lot of filler.
Pearl Jam.
Where it's like, oh, this is garbage and I don't like it at all.
Sure.
But
Sure. Anyway, this wasn't to open up a conversation about Pearl Jam.
we can.
I really just wanted to
we totally can, because Nick hates them and I know it.
sing that line from Even Flow. Here's an idea. Everybody give your best. Rest his head on a pillow made of concrete.
Rest her head on a pillow made of concrete.
Not bad. Nick Pedigo?
Sometimes when I shoot a jumper, I need to catch a pass first in order to. So I got to lead into it. Oh, freeze! Rest his head on a pillow made of concrete.
That was very good.
Oh, there it is. All right.
You ever heard Pearl Jam live?
I've seen them 4 times, brother.
They have some of my favorite songs of all time. And we were watching the Saturday Night Live, like, I don't know, it was music. It was a concert. It's like a 3-hour concert that just came out on Peacock a couple days ago.
Oh, was it for the 50th anniversary?
Yeah,
kind of thing?
for the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
And Ed Vedder came out. He was performing in it. And he's just, he's in a suit. And he's got, like, his hair is not short like mine, but it's not.
Long like Brett's.
It's not long like the 90s. And
like Eddie
it
Vedder
actually
doesn't-
is probably about Brad length.
Eddie Vedder doesn't look like he stinks
And
now.
and I'm like, man, I'd rather be with an animal. That guy would hate this guy.
He really would.
Yeah. Hate this guy. But, he's got some songs that I love, so there it is.
Do you remember when they performed Jemmy on
Yeah, that was a great.
the VMAs back in the day?
Jemmy hath spoken in class.
And at the very end of the performance, I think this is where my dislike for live music came from, because he kept adding shit to it.
Oh.
It's like, just sing it the way we
Yes.
know it. And then at the very end, like,
I don't need no.
yeah, well, I don't need no
mom and
I don't need no mom and dad. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You fucking did.
Yeah.
Yeah, who changed your shitty diapers?
Yeah. Who put pants on your legs?
Right.
You prick. Dude, Pearl Jam was the epitome of shitty, unwarranted 90s angst.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh,
guys.
we didn't ask for this. Part
Yeah, all right. That's the end of
Look
that.
at you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa, friend, no.
newsflash: Nick Pedigo doesn't like something. Who would have thought?
Anyhow, disagree with that. I think the epitome was later 90s, like Limp Bizkit.
Oh, the epitome for the unwarranted part.
Unwarranted.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What?
Because early 90s, it was warranted.
Why? What was everybody so upset about in the early 90s?
Glam rock.
The booming economy?
Yeah.
No,
Fucking easy life because the internet didn't exist yet?
They were mad about that what was supposed to be rock music was Warrant.
yeah. Round and round. Yeah. They were tired of that.
Fair, but I don't
They
know.
were tired of. I tell you why.
Everything was becoming very commercialized, and it was kind of like the start of this, big corporate garbage greed stuff that's happening right now that we're still
Then
seeing.
write about that. Don't write about how you don't need your parents.
no
the fuck.
mom and dad.
Well,
Pearl
buddy,
Jam
they
sucks.
write. They write. People write what they
Jam
know,
doesn't
buddy.
suck.
That's the thing, pal.
So, did you guys see? We're going to do a hard shift.
Get me out of this, dude.
To a different direction.
I'm turning red.
Yeah, we're going to get you back down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see that there was a dispute with YouTube TV and the Paramount network with all the Paramount channels? Did you see that?
No.
So Paramount, obviously it's the Paramount network, but they also own CBS, MTV, Comedy Central, BET, VH1, a bunch of Nickelodeon, a bunch of these channels. And YouTube TV is who we use as a cable provider.
Right.
And they recently upped the price for the base package. Now it's like $83 a month for the base package. When we first signed
YouTube
on,
TV?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, it's just like the days of cable and satellite.
It's just cable.
When we first signed up, it was like $40 some.
Damn.
So it's doubled in price in the last few years. And they just recently, it was like 73. They recently bumped it up by $10 to 83. And then a month later, we're like, well, we're having trouble coming to terms with Paramount, so you're going to lose like 22 channels.
Wow.
Me, I like The Daily Show. I'm a Comedy Central guy. I watch it like daily.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And
that's how often I take my men's one-a-days.
Oh, makes
Once.
sense.
Daily.
I'm MTV guy. I like The Challenge a lot. CBS carries a lot of sports. Love me some sports.
You're a sports guy.
Yeah. And so this affects me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what? And then Paramount's out there putting up stuff like, hey, YouTube is being unreasonable. They're
tyrants.
Yeah, right. They're offering a very one-sided deal. We're trying to reason with them. So both sides are like, the other side is greedy and bad. We're good, just trying to be good. And I'm like, you guys are all assholes.
Right. Yeah.
With way too much money, and stop it.
Just billionaires bickering, dude.
Right.
It's so fun.
Right.
To be a pawn in their game.
And this happened with DirecTV. I remember a few years back.
Yeah.
I think it was the same thing. I think it was Viacom.
It was Viacom.
Yeah.
And it
But it's the same channels.
Yeah. I almost brought up Viacom a minute ago, actually, because I wondered. Because they owned Comedy Central, I think.
Yeah.
And at the time, Workaholics was booming, dude. And like their third or fourth season had just debuted. And then all of a sudden, nobody could watch fucking Workaholics. And I was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah. We see what happened there, dude.
Yeah.
No more.
Well, they did 9 seasons, I think.
Did they do 9 seasons of Workaholics?
It's just one of the best shows ever.
But this keeps happening. And then if you look at, like, I don't know, what subscriptions do you guys pay for? I think we've touched on this before.
Most of them, dude.
I do HBO and Netflix. Max and Netflix, whatever you want to call them.
That's it. You don't have like a cable.
HBO is fine.
Okay.
I do Max,
Same.
Netflix,
Same.
Hulu,
I use yours.
Peacock, and I just recently started paying for Prime as well.
Yeah. We're about to cancel Prime.
Yeah, I canceled my Prime.
Watch The Boys first.
Okay. Yeah, will.
No.
I got it for Beast Games and then was like, oh yeah, The Boys is on here. I've been wanting to watch that. And then I fucking finished it. And now I have no reason to own Prime, so that's probably about to go.
Yep.
Well, yeah, we are Netflix, Max, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, YouTube TV for our basic.
You just got
Peacock.
$200 in subscription.
Yeah. Oh, dude, at least
It's ridiculous.
And we bundled up like Disney with Hulu and got that like a thing. But it's so much. This is as much as we were paying for cable when we had DirecTV, and they hit us with all these fees because we had to pay like per box in the house, and everybody had to have one on their own TV. So we got rid of it so we could just stream, and then. Now everybody's branching off, and back then it was like one streaming service for cable and Netflix, and that was that.
Yeah.
And now they all branched off and have their own thing, and stupid wrestling has to be on USA and Peacock and Netflix.
Yeah.
Assholes.
It's
what are you doing?
very expensive to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah, dude. Why do you make me subscribe to 3 different? Because I was just thinking there, like, okay, we can probably cut ties with Netflix.
Nope.
For now. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Well, now Raw's on Netflix.
Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, so no.
Just the best wrestling product out there is on Netflix right now.
And I'm wanting to watch it in the highest definition.
HD.
You know, so it turns out I'm paying the max amount for Netflix.
Can't cut ties with Peacock.
Nope.
Because
Wrestling and The Office.
Yeah. Yes. Wrestling, The Office, Parks and Rec.
Oh boy.
And a bunch of SNL stuff, which I'm on a kick right now.
Oh, dude, same. I've been loving it.
The cast right now is hilarious, dude. The current cast is so funny.
I've watched zero current products.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro, watch current SNL.
Yeah,
it's
I will.
really good.
I will. I'm not saying I don't
Weekend
want to.
Update's in a really good place with Colin Jost and Michael Che.
I see clips of their stuff.
They're very funny.
They are the best weekend. This is the best version of Weekend Update that there's ever been.
I mean, you're talking...
dude, I promise you.
Okay.
It's so good.
Norm Macdonald existed.
Jane Curtin.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Kevin Nealon is pretty underrated. As
Kevin Nealon was good. Dennis Miller was good. Seth Meyers was good.
I'm not a big Dennis Miller guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's a gimmick.
Respect for Dennis Miller, but I'm not going to watch you.
Yeah. Here's my whole thing with Dennis Miller. Yeah, I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Awesome big words.
Right, yeah.
Like, sure, Dennis Miller's funny, but the funnier version of Dennis Miller is, I forget the actor's name, but he played the usurping king in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Richard Lewis?
Oh,
Richard Lewis, that's it. Yeah.
He passed away like a year or two
Yeah.
ago.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P. Richard Lewis, man. Hey, I miss you.
Rip in paradise.
He was in his
forever.
80s.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's funny.
Check it out, dude. Check it out. I have a mole? Richard Lewis.
Fuck, I love that movie so much, dude.
We should watch it.
That's one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah.
Well, we also have to have Paramount Plus.
Yep.
Because that's where all the Taylor Sheridan shows are. Mm-hmm. Do you guys watch any Taylor Sheridan shows?
I have no idea who that even is.
That's the Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. What is it? Mayor of Kingstown, Tulsa King.
Of them?
Yeah,
Taylor Sheridan?
He makes all this stuff. The 1883, 1923, which are Yellowstone spinoffs, which are excellent. Also, there's a show called Lioness that we just quit watching. There's 2 seasons, and we watched them both.
I think I saw a
Linus, like
preview for that.
Fantastic.
The character from the Peanuts.
Yes, it's a very serious war drama about Linus with the blanket.
I thought that was by Charles Schwartz. I thought Chuck Schwartz made that.
You fucking asshole! You fucked it up, Brad. Schultz, dummy.
Schwartz.
I was about to comment on how smart and clever that joke was, and then you fucked it up.
But this dude.
Sorry for my outburst.
If you guys get to watching this stuff, for one, the shows are all great. They're really well written, and they're like they get you. Taylor Sheridan seems like a real douchebag.
Does he own the ranch that Yellowstone was shot on?
No, but he owns a ranch called the Four Sixes that is like tied in there.
Oh, 6666?
Yeah.
I've been there.
Okay.
Out in Wyoming or whatever?
It's tied in there. But
yeah, I read a headline or something like that from an article that really made it sound like that dude was a piece of shit and making so much money off of it, like intentionally. He's like, yeah, we're going to write a show, film it at my fucking ranch so they pay me. Yeah, we're going to do this, do it at my fucking place. They have to use my fucking people.
He straight up, Kevin Costner wasn't on the last half of the season of Yellowstone. He was the main star just because this dude.
Kevin Costner was like, you know what? Fuck you.
They had one of those situations. They had a Chuck Lorre, Charlie Sheen scenario?
They did.
Wow.
And then Cole Hauser, you know who that is?
Feels like I do.
Sounds like a country singer.
It's not. You guys seen Dazed and Confused?
Yeah.
You know Benny?
Which
the
one's Benny?
redheaded curly head guy?
Oh, yeah. He gets too drunk. He stands up.
Yeah.
And
And sits back down. Yeah.
It's like one of the most...
Mitchie.
Yeah.
Mitch Kramer. Coming for you, pal. That's him. Anyhow, he's in this show, but he's got dark hair and he's awesome. His name's Rip. But
oh, fuck yeah.
That's with 2 P's.
I love this guy.
But he started a coffee company on his own. Side note, and Taylor Sheridan sued him, his own star of the show, for the logo looking too similar to the Yellowstone logo.
Oh, wow. Fuck that, dude.
And he keeps he writes himself into all of these shows as like a side character, but his shirt is off a lot because he's jacked, so he... Anyhow,
so all these shows are just ego stroking this dude so hard,
and it's so conflicting because they're all great.
I wish
there you go.
Yeah. I wish he would go ahead and ego come because I'm tired of hearing about this motherfucker.
Oh, he does, dude, in all the shows.
This guy splats all over the place.
Every single one, there's a climax scene. It's weird. You know it's coming. It's episode 7.
You know
every
it's coming.
single Clockwork. Yeah.
That's weird. That's really weird.
He makes the same face in all of them.
And then makes eye contact with the camera for a second.
Yeah. Let's talk about being knighted before we wrap this up.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to say Anthony Hopkins. You're not allowed to say Judi Dench. You're supposed to say Sir Anthony Hopkins. You're supposed to say
Sir Judi Dench.
Dame, there it is. Dame Judi Dench. You're supposed to say Sir Patrick Stewart.
Sir Elton John.
Sir Elton John. These people were knighted.
Sir Paul McCartney.
So stop naming musicians.
Sir
You're
Sting.
fucking up my thing. These people were knighted by royalty for being great actors.
Sir Josie Scott.
Yes.
Which means Sir Josie Scott from fucking
I love you, I hate you.
Sir Ryan Seacrest, dude. Here's the thing.
Is Seacrest a knight?
No,
Sir Ian
neither's
McKellen.
Josie Scott.
What? No,
Sir
you're
Ian
wrong. Google that.
Okay, I will after the show. These people are amazing actors and actresses. I was trying to only name actors and actresses, and you fucked it up. But they were knighted because they're really good at pretending. So if I ever were to meet Dame Judi Dench, and I was like, wow, Judi Dench, I'm a huge fan, people would be like, how dare you, dude? You know what I mean? She's royalty.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's amazing at pretending.
She's a dame.
Dude, Anthony Hopkins, super talented actor, but when you really look at it, his job is to be really good at pretending. And he is so good at pretending that the fucking Queen of England was like, you know what? You're like me now.
Yeah.
And I think that's fucking nuts.
Well, I mean, for one, she's dead.
Yeah, but she knighted him. You know what
Two,
I mean?
they're just pretending too. They're not anything.
The royalty. Yeah.
It's all pretend.
Right. Yeah.
We are pretend in charge, and you are pretend knight.
I think that they should actually have to suit up.
That was my Queen of England.
That was a good impression.
It's worth working on.
Here's mine real quick.
Let's hear it.
Oh,
she didn't make it.
It's because she has passed.
Oh, that wasn't. That's one of the new.
Works, though.
I
That
think I meant
works.
this one.
What?
Yeah.
Boring was good too. Let's hear yours.
What, Queen of England?
From Cadbury.
Very nice, dude. I felt like I was watching an episode of Bridgerton
Cadbury.
or Downton Abbey. Hey, I have real quick with the British. I have real beef with Downton Abbey. Just call it Downtown
It's
Abbey.
downtown. It needs
Just call
to be
it Downtown Abbey.
It's Downton.
Yeah.
Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
For my last royal decree, Downton Abbey shall be downtown.
Anyway, the most important thing that I want you guys to know is that
Beans.
Bethany totally did not beat the shit out of me several times in Mario Kart last night.
Dude, you
that's
lost at Mario Kart?
I'm pretty sure you didn't hear what I said. She totally didn't beat my ass. Anyway, I enjoyed it, fellas.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Fuck, that's the Christmas one. Anyway, I enjoyed it, fellas.
You should have played it anyway. That's all right. We're done.
I guess. So what's the problem with being knighted then? What was the point? It's all pretend?
You said we were going to do this, and then we were going to wrap the show up, and then I'm like, cool, I did it, and it kind of works. All right, let's wrap the show up. Don't play the wrong song. You're piling on. You're piling on again. Anyway, she didn't beat my ass, and it's weird to get knighted. Thanks, guys. I fucking love this show. Yeah.
It's okay.